Welcome to this game review. We're going to be taking a look at Holliday. This is Pika Master in the community. We're going to see what might have led to this loss, to find ways to improve. If you want your own game reviewed or take a look at it and other help, feel free to swing by or leave a question in the comments. I have a Discord where we help each other out. Make sure to follow, subscribe, and enjoy. You get in the ground, the high ground is good. If you saw me playing her a little bit while we were waiting for your ID, if you melee the barrel based off of where you're looking, it'll knock the barrel while you're in air, and it'll knock the barrel in that direction. So if you're like sometimes throw barrels and doesn't quite go where you go, you can do that. I would try to focus the minions now. I guess Dorman's doing it, but yeah, goodness. So you're half health right now. You don't need to. Being aggressive is risky. Like already from the get-go. Think of it like your health as like it's an income, I guess, a source, another source resource in your tools. So you want to like be careful whenever you're aggressive with half health. You messed up. Yeah, I mean, use like I said, second, third game. You know, it just takes time. Do mental sliding as well. Nice shot. And like maybe sometimes since your crack shot was done, you can focus like on denying instead of like trying to poke.
I got something for ya.
Nice little barrel toss. Now your secure was a little off. I'm in aggro. That's fine. A lot of people are aggro. Try to get that head because you can pop crack shot from here. I would have maybe saved that barrel for the Shiv. I know you're trying to get Dorman, or sorry, Kelvin, but I think that since the barrels are a little slow, like just regular tossing them, it was a greedy move to go for it, and I think CCing Shiv would have been a little better. So boxes spawn now. What you should do, yeah, get crates, and then. If you can get crack shot, then good. Okay, now just go. You just go by. At this point, you have no items yet. You can get a tier 2 or 2 tier 1s. Nice toss. I would just clear the wave now. Now that the wave's here, you should have like crack shot and then go by. Because now you have to stay up here still, and you're down items. Look at your little wall bounce though. Yeah, don't even like Dorman can keep the pressure up. Go by. Because you really need to buy right now. And the reason why I'm saying that is because like those items are strong. He's back full health now, so you being up here in the face doesn't really do a lot. When at least just having 1 or 2 items could possibly turn the tide. Like what if you had headshot booster right now during this? You could do extra 40 damage, right? With every headshot that you're doing. Or an extra charge, throwing more barrels. Like unless there's an attention while you're like fully saving up. So look for like, yeah, see, like you still haven't bought. So get your crack shot when it goes on cooldown, like at least poking up there. That was a good barrel towel. I guess it didn't hit, but. You tunnel vision, yeah, then that's just something overall that you need to work on, like just over time. 7 is reaching Wraith level bad where she was ass. Yeah, the nerf is a little bad, but I mean I don't think it's gonna drop him under 50% win rate. But you can't really count on his ultimate anymore. Power Surge is still good. It's a little weaker, but his going ult build on 7's pretty not good. Yeah, like just get that minion. Just clear the minion, because they're pushing up on this. Dorman's low, so you're the only one, or you're better positioned to clear the wave. Examer is more scary. This guy, yeah. You could have thrown the barrel. So like one of the main combo, I don't know if you doing a jump pad. Look down, throw the barrel, melee the barrel down below you, and then land on them because of the shockwave. Power Star on 7 is still busted, yeah. if you really play 7 at this point, you really just gonna have to do power. Like, see, you did it there, but if you jump pad a second ago, it would have been better. Or while you did the jump pad, because then you could do the jump pad CC. But yeah, if you play 7 now, you're really just like going in on power surge basically. You got into a Shiv game, but I will tab you. What do you mean tab you? I mean just come back every now and then? Okay, that's good. Throw your barrel down underneath you. Nice. You didn't use the barrel?
I was out of place in New York.
You don't want to go on Shiv without or like be that close to Shiv unless you're gonna like throw your barrel on him or like, be aggressive with your barrels or you're knocked up just because of Shiv being Shiv. Okay, you need to buy now. Hopefully you do.
Mysteries I will show you.
Sprint Mystic. Yeah. When we looked at the build based off of his build, it wasn't it was alright.
Try not to mess with
It was
me.
good. Oh, that's risky. That's unfortunate. You learned my lesson from this game, yeah. So in that instance, probably what you should have done or could have done a little different. Like, I mean, you wouldn't know they're both right there unless Dorman told you. But what I was gonna say is possibly since you didn't have bounce pad, it wasn't available. You could have just maybe chilled on top of the truck or been on the left side to throw barrel on the minions first is what I was gonna say. Because since there was 4 minions knocking on your door, you got the balance between clearing the way versus damaging the enemies. They're full health, so you're not really going to do a whole lot of pressure to them. So your priority in that instance, whenever, because your health was like this much, you know, roughly a fourth of, or about 40%. So instead of focusing them because they're dead, they're full health, and you're not going to burst them that quick, and you don't have lasso, clearing the minion wave would have been better decision because there's 4 minions here damaging your guardian, and like I said, y'all won't be able to burst them, and then that would try to alleviate the pressure. So instead of like I said, you wouldn't necessarily know there's both of them right there. That's unfortunate. And Shiv Kelvin is such a strong duo. Them being yeah I know, like you wouldn't have known that unless Doorman, like there's no way you would have known. But the thought process still stands where like and that just in general, like that situation, instead of trying to like in general, like you went around the corner possibly trying to get Kelvin at least, but you could have just stayed here, like I said, throw a barrel on the minions or shoot the minions, because the minions was priority unfortunately in that situation. But regardless of what you did, I think you were still going to die anyways because they were both there. And these two are laying so good, like they're like a meta high-end comp. Like you can't really pick your lane, or like, sorry, you can't normally pick your team composition because there's no drafting in the game. But you know, if the fight night tournament that they do, these two end up in the same lane a lot of the times. Oh, so you could drop on that. I don't know if you saw him. Yeah, you can. Okay, you come back. Okay. You stopping him is good now, and then you come back and go for these, and then drop. I don't know if he meleeed that. If you don't know, do you know you can use a stamina to land quicker in the air? Like you can down dash. So my point was, if you felt comfortable that time, you could have been and tried to down dash and slam on them. If you felt comfortable. But yeah, he's being a little aggressive on here, so you should back. Yeah, good. I was like, you should back off here. Not go back. Oh, your lasso. Okay. That's what. Oh, that's an unfortunate sign. That is. There's a on that one. It's just a. That's just an unfortunate sign. You almost never down dash, like at all. So like if you want to get the bounce pad damage when you land, you can use the down dash to get it quicker. Is what I'm saying, because you can control. You'll be quicker with your momentum with it. I think it. Oh, never mind. Just ignore that one.
Ready to get pursuit.
So like if they were right there, like you could down dash like this area, down dash, and then that. You could have got there a little quicker, and you can squeeze into melee. If he's stunned like that,
You mess with the law.
you can attempt to do a light melee, not a heavy, just a light one. Oh, unfortunate door. So during this time, yeah, do neutrals, or do that. Go get your centers, and you can barrel and then go. You can melee punch both of them. Oops. Instead of doing this one, oh, okay. I thought you were gonna get those neutrals. Here you go. The centers are a better value. Fucking camera, bro. Let me. Where the fuck are you looking? You get scared trying either. Yeah, I mean now that they're here knocking your door, you can't do it. Yeah. Just put it down. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna take them.
So now you should right here. You should be prioritizing the minions now because they're gonna come up here. You don't have your minion wave, so instead of poking, trying to get Shiv, you should try to get these ones quicker. Because like I said, you like being aggro. So like it's a mixed juggling of do you apply minions to them or do you go for the minions? So you'll have to, like I said, kind of jugglish those times, and when you don't have your minions, they're kind of foolish. They're halfish healthish. Getting the minion waves a little bit better. So you could try to do lasso on this one if you wanted.
Time to do what I do best.
I don't think you. Oh, if you're gonna do that, make sure to use your barrel while you're coming down on them. And that's unfortunate on the lasso.
Our Blue Walker is under attack.
That's unfortunate that you missed on the parry.
Work.
That the knockout fucking didn't work.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
Oh, you know, I'm speed boost. If you like landing on them and doing, you know, the combo that you're doing, one of the things that you might consider is getting cold front. I know it's not in the build, but based off of so far, at least during the laning phase, the way that you've been playing, cold front is an extra damage. You think because of our ammo count, I just feel like I could keep some pressure on the enemies. True. I mean, you're not wrong. But there's sometimes like I said, when the minions are just walking at you and you don't have your wave and you can't like super kill the enemies. Trying to aim to get the minion wave, clearing the minion wave or applying pressure to the minion wave is better. You know, you have to do so much, do something to the minions, but that's just, yeah, you're shooting the minions will proc crack shot if you shoot them in the head. Yes. And so in here, in this instance, you, like you should watch the mini map, right? You don't have your wave here yet. You should land farther back and shoot them. And the reason why is because you took like 150 damage because there was another tick before that. And those minions can hurt. Before you run away, you need to clear the other wave to keep pressure up. But now the Shiv's there. So you don't really know that, but you could have at least like looked first. That should have been your vision. I wouldn't have went that way. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, that's that's unfortunate.
Let's take out 7.
You should just leave. Don't even go back. Yeah.
That could have gone bad.
What kills you here? Why does it show you dying? The fuck? So when you're on the roof, instead of Shiv is close, he's ahead. Oh, you're even. But I think instead of fighting on the right side, it would have been better, or try to think of fighting on the left side because you have the walker. That's the reason why. So you like kind of went right and then had to go through the veil and kind of play around the wall and then take a little extra damage and got stuck. I think if you landed on the left side or just throw the barrel down first before you went down, that might have went a little smoother, but I don't know. Just more like what I was getting at is like maybe consider positioning wise a little bit whenever you're going to engage and try to engage. So from here, you should go blue. No one's on this lane. Your objective, You should have went here.
Under attack.
Now see as Dorman's having to run across. You should have been the one that went to this one, because he could stay here. And now your walker's taking extra damage, so you should have just stayed on the side. Drifter's scary. You run away from Drifter. You can't fight Drifter in a 1v1. And now Kelvin's here, but you gotta work in positioning and where you want to be. Yeah. And that's just from playing enough. You feel lost a lot on her. Who do you normally play as? Should be mostly the same as most other characters. She doesn't have like a super different play style. But from that situation, as soon as you saw Drifter, since Drifter looks for isolated targets, you didn't have anyone, you should have just throw the bounce pad behind you and immediately get out. Because Shiv was also on the other side. So you gotta be aware of that. You can squeeze in some light heavy melees. Make sure to kill all the minions. You left a minion, so make sure you kill all the minions before you leave. Lash beep up.
Pull back.
Warden's like your main. Yeah, I think that you can play her similarly to how you like do a Warden, to be honest.
They destroyed the Guardian on Greenwich.
Why'd you bounce pad? I mean, I guess that's okay. I guess that's okay. One of y'all probably could have left to go support yellow.
Defend Greenwich.
Green, whatever. Yeah, there you go. Get squeezing those. Some Victor? Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, don't play her like Victor. It was funny, don't get me wrong. The bounce pad on it, like, I mean, I guess it works. So you're right here. This though, okay. On this one, so okay, on this one, all right. You're already kind of jumping in on this one, so you're being aggressive. Before you be aggressive, kind of consider who you're fighting. And one of the things why I say that is look up the Mirage is at 14k. You're at 11k, but you also haven't spent, so you are almost at 7k. So imagine if he spent all of his money and you haven't. A 7k versus a 14k. He has almost 7k on you. You don't know if he didn't spend on it, but you have to like kind of consider like where it is, and you have a lot of money anyways. I was actually going to say you should go buy, but you chose to to engage on this one. I don't think you should have picked the fight with this one. Like you could have waited for the waves here and then waited for someone, or go over to the secret shop on this side to buy, or go back. But ideally you could have just gone here to buy. But since you have enough for a tier 3, I would have spent this before trying to engage on someone. And now that Hayes is here, now that there's 2 people here, oh, I guess Warden's coming over, so that's part's good. And Vyper's underneath. You paid attention to your numbers. Yeah, the numbers on top is harder. This is a big macro thing, so I totally get it on the numbers at the top. But you should at least look at this number. This is the big number the bigger number you should look at. I like every now and then, but you're honest, I feel like I can win. Okay, I mean, if you feel comfy in it, you can. You just have a better chance if you actually spent first. Oh, unfortunate on the barrel. And then you landed on that one. The bounce pad's messing everyone up. They left you? Doorman. At least on that one, yeah. So the biggest one, at least on that one, I would say you should have bond first on that one. The fact that Vyper left you to get the buff, and I don't know where Warden left you, it's hard in a chaotic fight like that to see if everybody leaves you, and everybody left you. So that's kind of unfortunate on that one. The thing that I guess you could have tried to do as well is whenever you try to barrel and you didn't have it because on cooldown, is like you could have attempted to lasso, but I think it also would have been a waste. Since you buy Cultists, come use this. Nice you. But I would go back to blue, or if you try to get the Kelvin. Oh, you're looking for Drifter. All of y'all are over here.
I see Kelvin.
Someone needs to watch this lane. You don't pay attention to the map. That one, you will do better by doing that.
Mirage is right there.
So since there's 2 people here, You coming over here is good. This is a good decision. I'm glad you didn't stay on blue. There's Drifter. Clear the, okay. You want to clear the way first before engaging on that one. I'm glad you dashed backwards. Camera, fix yourself. Thank you. Pretty much anytime you aren't engaging, you should be looking. Yeah. Because it can help too, because you can be like, you can imagine, you can like, if you're looking here, you can see like, I saw a haze on yellow, or you can tell them Drifter's coming behind him. Since you know Drifter's here, you can push up on this one. You're spending a, I don't know, since minions stop moving when shot, yeah.
Slaughter them all.
Are you going to teleport? You should teleport over here. Oh, because maybe Calico's coming to get here. Okay.
I see haze.
Okay. If you wanted to, so you were kind of like mentioning like you weren't really sure when to like lasso. You didn't do anything wrong on like play wise, but if you wanted to be aggressive, whenever you first got there and saw the Drifter, and I told you like, you know, get the minions, whatever. But if you wanted to go all in on fighting on that one, instead of throwing the barrel, try to get off this when you zip line, just dash into them because you'll get into momentum. But I was gonna say, or even use the bounce pad, go in and try to lasso instead of trying to barrel that one because he was halfish. And that one, since you're so close to the walker, if you did get him, you could have bring him into it. So on that one, if you wanted to be more aggressive, that was a good opportunity that you could have thought, instead of barreling, do I lasso? You would have to, of course, move a little bit better to get him in time. But that one was a time you could have like, do I lasso or can I lasso? Since he's half health and you're next to your walker, totally a time that you could have done it. Hopefully, I just realized you do have 5 ability points. Try to work on, I don't know, I didn't see when you got the 5, but make sure you, you should use them sooner.
Oh, no one's getting in our way.
They got stuck. On that one, so like there's 2 on Infernus, and you were kind of initially there and then kind of went back, or then decided to go back onto him. The idea was good. Like it would have, if you were there sooner, it could have worked. I wasn't really super paying attention as quick enough that another person showed up. But once it was 3 versus 1, if Kelvin showed up sooner, because I think it was literally just Infernus, or sorry, Shiv and one other person. I would say don't go in, but I mean, I don't know what it is. You're clueless when you lassos. I mean, like you said, you only have a couple games on her, so I think it's a little bit more as you get comfy with her, you know? So as you find more time to use a barrel underneath you, if you're gonna do that. There you go. And squeeze in that heavy melee. There you look, see, you got it like afterwards. You got it eventually. Drifter ulted. I don't know if you heard him, but he did. Okay, so when you're talking about the minimap during this time, so one thing that can help, I don't know if you're comfortable talking on the mic or whatever, but you should say right now, hey, there are 4 people on yellow, green, whatever lane this is. There's 4 people on this lane, green. You could tell, really push yellow. You can tell them to get the Mirage, because right now this what this tells you is Kelvin's by himself, Mirage is by himself. So what that means is y'all can push these 2 lanes and then you probably give this up or start backing up into fighting that underneath the walker. But right now, you know for sure this, if you looked at this, there's 4 people here. Mirage is the biggest one, the mobility, and then it's Kelvin because of his Traveler. And he's the only one with it. So these 2 could try to collapse on Mirage if you ping it or voice it. Or y'all could instead just try to collapse on this Kelvin. You do use mic, but often don't make these kind of comes. Yeah, that's why I'm more just like, this is for you also to think, because if you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can think to yourself, you can then see like, oh, there's 4 here. You don't want to go to this fight. I don't know what you do. We'll find out. You don't want to go over here because this is basically lost right now. If you go in here or all 3 of y'all start going in here, you're going to start trickling into a fight that's basically lost because Infernus is by himself. What I'm saying though is you think to yourself, okay, there's 4 here. That means Kelvin's by himself. I can engage on this, and Dorman's also here. You can just press tab or whatever buttons bring up scoreboard, move to them, and just start pinging them, you know? And pinging them enough that you could, like, might help people. I'm glad I'm on the walker. That you might be able to get their attention if you're not okay with talking and directing that. So they're gonna go fight underneath the walker, which is good. But these two, so this is a time you can lasso him. So you're talking about like you weren't sure that if you, instead of dashing backwards, if you dashed into him, you could have lassoed him and brought him into the walker. So one thing I would say, like one nice attempt. If you're not sure when you can attempt to lasso or feel less comfortable,
Urn is here.
look instead. Okay, you should get the way. I don't know if you should chase on this. Oh, that was close. That was a nice attempt.
The urn has been dropped.
I was gonna say you should, if you're near your walker, you should think of opportunities. Regardless, you should think of opportunities to lasso. Bounce pad, cool. Use your barrel and punch. Nice. That's a good barrel. Good barrel.
The urn has been dropped.
You should get closer. You're way too far. You're not gonna do anything with this. I know you're kind of like waiting for it's about the urn, but he's just backing off. You're not gonna do anything with the shooting that far away.
I see friend green.
I see Kelvin.
Good use of the bad. Kind of like if they need help, then say something, or I'll just hover if they need it. Yeah, but I mean, if you're playing solo queue, you kind of instead have to be a little more
I always get my man.
assertive on vocalizing thing, because there's times too where I'm like, do we do mid boss or do we do urn? Instead of me deciding that, I'm like, hey, here's are things we can do. Do y'all want to do that? Let them pick. Nice barrel. That one's just okay. You don't need, like, after a certain point, you don't need to shoot your aim. You got your crack shot. Your abilities, your guns aren't gonna do shit. You don't have long range, so like shooting doesn't do much. Okay, and then again, looking at the map, you know there's 3 on yellow. Oh, there's one of them. Bonk. Yeah, that wasn't anything too much more. Dormant's trying. Now Dormant's dead. You're getting pedicled.
Who among you will stand and face me?
Rapid and Veil. So I would say until you feel more comfy on her, don't aim for like the main Veil lasso attempts until you're more comfy with her. And I would suggest buying Cold Blast instead. It'll help with your farming and it'll help with your combo with her. Overall though, right now there's not like, it's like there's a couple of mini decisions and just like overall like decisions like playing with her, but generally like looking at the map, looking at the score, looking at the souls, y'all aren't like, it's pretty even, which is good. So like whatever you lost, like what happens losing wise, it happens I guess soon what changes, but you're doing, like I said, overall this is like there's nothing wrong so far that like drastic that I'm seeing like why you're losing or why you lost this. That one's bad. This part's bad though. Yeah, I know you saw Haze. The minions should always take prio when you don't have lane pressure and you're by yourself. Veilwalker has a quick cooldown, so you can get it pretty quickly. Yeah, this build is very lasso focused. So I would look into maybe trying cold front first. And instead of like you doing this, you can go to the minions, see if there's any mate, and then clear the, like, getting neutrals, clearing the minion wave is priority, at least from there. At least nice playing on that. The reason why is that if you don't, you gotta clear 2 waves to apply pressure. I wouldn't engage on that part. Yeah, be careful with this engagement. You're by yourself. Haze is ahead of you, but mainly she already has her stacks of fixation on you. These fixations do a lot of damage. She already had 20 on you.
Yellow walker is under attack.
This one's a bad decision. Unless you talk to Infernus, you left the walker while there's 2 waves. There's 2 waves on this one. This would have been priority. Go for lasso.
Someone shoot him already.
That's a good one. There's 3 here though. That's the last one.
They destroyed our yellow walker.
I tend to do a lot when I'm lost and feel like I'm doing nothing. That makes sense. Whenever you feel like you don't really know where to go, you don't play as efficient and you don't do as good of a job. When I attempted to play Billy and Drifter, I was getting that a lot. I was getting the same way because I didn't know what to do or what the best decision was, and I like know macro wise what needs to be done, but I'm like, how do I do those things? And it looks like now the deciding part why this game is lost is basically that fight that just took place, because now they're 20k ahead of y'all, and I guess this earn. And Vyper is over here farming. What a spirit focused, super spirit focused.
Our blue walker is under attack.
You can jump pad and then jump pad, throw barrel, then bounce back. Oh, I know I mentioned the cold front real quick before we get into this. Something that might help too is instead of like sprint boots is good. I like sprint boots and enduring speed juggernaut, but the other way that you're also playing, consider you do end up getting it, but consider getting stamina mastery quicker, so that you can either you can air dash twice with it. I don't know if you're aware or as know that. I mean, you play Lash and Warden, etc. and Bebop, but stamina mastery is really good for her, or Warpstone, both of them. So you can get 2 to air dashes and whatnot. So it helps with that engagement if you want to do barrel, and lasso. Like that right there. If you feel comfy, instead of doing that, so if you lasso, you can your lasso will interrupt ults, right? You could, if you feel comfy, you could jump pad into that and hook them. Use a lot on Lash, but you never consider getting the upgrade sooner with her. Yeah, if you're in the air a lot and you feel like it, you should get it. That's unfortunate miss. Remember, you can't do damage to petrified enemies. I don't know if you saw that, but yeah, I think this actually was a smarter decision. Nice heavy punch. And then that's unfortunate. I think you made the right decision on trying to get out though. That one part was good.
It's not your fault you're not better than me. It just is what it is.
So I'd play around a little bit with her builds. You know, see what you feel like. Like you only have a couple of games out there, so you're not gonna know for sure on what you do and don't like. And if you feel like you're not getting as much value with these items, play around with the buy order on them. And like I said, a couple different ones, swap them out. It does look like this game is like lost now. Like coming back from 30k difference is really hard. So I'll watch a couple more minutes, and if nothing changes after this live, we'll just kind of stop there. But overall, like I said, there wasn't like, it was very even for the most part. And we'll look at the graph afterwards too. It was very even. Like there's some back and forth, but they were slightly overhead. But overall, like there's a couple decisions where like you should have focused the minions a little bit quicker. But Holiday's playstyle specifically, like I said, you just need to play a little bit around to like, do I want to like lasso more, or do you want to stun more, or do you want to shoot? You know, I wouldn't like necessarily try to play around like a little bit of both. Isn't it insane we lost this one? Yeah. Okay, then we'll watch it all. Because you have a lot of money. I don't know if you know that now. So hopefully you buy something soon. You like this build, but I'm not the best with lasso. Okay. Then if that's not the case, I'm glad you like the build. So then what I would say is stick with the build and, you know, kind of deal with the pain and difficulty while you're learning it. Yeah, oh. So like while Hayes is doing this, if you feel comfortable, you can go and lasso her. It'll stop her dash. Same thing with 7.
I see haze.
That was nice of Calico to cover you. You should have went back now. Now that this decision though, I think you should have went back. Since they're engaging, you just let this time while they're engaging. Going to fix this is good, but I think on that one you probably should have stayed. Clearing the neutral, clearing the wave is higher priority, and see we're talking about like watching the map. I don't know if you saw that. Yeah, oh, so you die here. Okay, so you didn't. So that decision, no, it was the incorrect one. As I mentioned, and this one you'll learn, the minion wave is priority. Instead of doing the neutral and trying to kill this one, you can kill and the reason why, there's multiple reasons why, but if you had killed it or tried to kill it, you would have seen Mirage and would have avoided getting jumped by him. He is, you know, 15k above, so you probably wouldn't have killed him, but you may have gotten out. But you could have, like I said, by clearly, if you had cleaned it quicker, you could have then went and did the neutral because the minions start moving up the lane, or like I said, they would have then showed up Mirage. And while you were doing the lane, if you'd watched the map, you would have seen little Mirage's icon, and then I honestly would have skedaddled because again, he's 15k. I wouldn't even try to farm it. And honestly, that Mirage could kill that Warden, I think. You do have another 5 points though, so hopefully I mean, it's not too bad, but it should hopefully use it kind of a little sooner. So like, make sure you use your points. I mean, you think the minions will be fine for now, and then it bites me really? Yeah, no, it's also like at the end of the day, the game is a MOBA. Like, unfortunately, that is what it is. At least this game mode, they're working in different game modes, or at least experimenting. And if it's anything like Dota and Counter-Strike, people will make custom game modes whenever that eventually comes into the game somehow. Regardless, right now the game is a MOBA, so minions take priority, like almost always. It's what apply pressure, and clearing one wave doesn't apply pressure. Why is it not quiet? What the fuck? Clearing one wave doesn't apply pressure. You got to clear 2 waves, and by they also offer the most souls. Use your barrels. Oh, you're waiting because of Quicksilver. So I don't know if it's different when you're in game. If you hear that noise, that means Drifter ulted. That's Drifter's ult. Drifter's is scary, if possibly. So, but he never showed up. Where is he? Why did we hear his ult way over there? What the fuck? That's weird. We want the other side. There we go. If you looked at the minimap too, you would have seen that this disappeared. That means someone's here. And see Mirage. What you're doing now, this is a priority. As soon as you saw the Mirage, don't even try to go back over there. Just jump on this her if Calico's trying to gauge. So he left. Y'all don't need to chase. Y'all don't chase that. They're about to have rejuve.
They got the rejuve.
This is risky business. You did kill him. That's good though. I mean, I'm glad. I'm surprised. It's a good lasso. And then you left her because she's gonna die. She's gonna die from that now. I think it would have been better to kill him, or once you killed him, just to leave. I know you lassoed him, but instead of standing there, possibly just leave or jump pad and then get out instead of just standing there in the corner, because y'all weren't gonna burst him down in time because they have rejuve. If you can, you should buy as well, unless you're saving for a tier 4. So watch your money a little bit more. Like I said, just kind of small micro stuff. I wouldn't leave your guardians. Yeah. Throw another barrel.
Need to set this up fast.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Only about the last series. You say, I mean, you've only done it a couple times.
Pull back.
And that one, I literally for the lassoing part, like what to do, I think will come over time. You mess with again. You only have a couple of games on her, so it's just, you know, getting used to it by playing more, which is what you're doing. And then yeah, like I said, so I mean, you'll get the hang of it, and you'll find what you do and don't like. At this point in the game, I'll say Battle of Us doesn't do a whole lot. But there also isn't like really too much you can do at this point anyways. There wasn't, yeah, I mean, it was a close game up until you lost the walker on the bottom lefts. So if we do souls collected, yeah, it was, like I said, it was really pretty even up until about this point, which is whenever, I think this was roughly whenever they got the walker, and then y'all kind of died roughly here. But up until here, it was really good.